Cause you're hot and you're cold, you're yes and you're no, you're in and you're out, you're up and you're down. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. That was my Patreon list right there. Anyone who becomes a member, link down below, will get their name shown up on lights. Anyway, guys, I'm coming at you today with a OMI update video. There's so much to go over here. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. I know I got to redo the nails. Anyway, so what I've been experiencing over the last couple of days, a bunch of comments. One is a bunch of people saying, like, where do I buy OMI? I can't buy it anywhere. So depending on where you are, you should be able to buy it on Bitforex or Gate.io. And be advised, if you're in New York, I don't think you can actually buy it because Bitforex does not work in New York, at least it doesn't for me. Gate.io, I haven't tried. I just go through a friend. I give the friend money, and he's going to come out with a video on it, and I'll link that at some point as well. But outside of that, the other things like when should I buy? When should I go in? When should I get? If it goes from here to here, do I sell? Like, all right. So if you're, depending on the person you are, if you're the type of person that is going to buy it and is just looking at the chart 24/7 and it's going to take up so much mental space, like, oh my God, it's down 10%. Oh God, I just hope like if you're going to do that, just don't buy because it's just going to cause you so much mental energy. It's not worth it. That being said, I started buying at around 0.007 cents and it went down to 0.0052 cents or something like that. And I was happy. I'm happy. I'll be ecstatic if somehow, let's say, one of the big guys that had, smart money or big money got in on his 0.0000 something cents, says, you know what, increase like 100x, whatever, take my money out. And there's just a huge dip, a huge correction. I'd be happy about that because then I could get all of those coins at such a discounted price because I believe I know where it's going. For those of you that are new, I've been right on Tesla, I've been right on Pokemon cards, I've been right on Bitcoin, I've been right on high risk lending, I've been right a lot the last few years, and I've been right on Earth too. And I don't put money into things without doing a whole mess of research on it. And I am up to 500,000 coins. I'm not in the millionaire coin club yet. I will get there at some point. In the next couple of months, I'm going to be putting in over $50,000 worth of cash into this. So again, just keeping you guys open and transparent. Ask me anything. There's an AMA in the comments. Ask me the best question you have. Nothing's off limits. And then if you have when people say, okay, when should I invest? I don't know people's plans. I don't know what type of extra. If you have like an extra, let's say $100 that you're not going to use, that your bills are covered, everything, you have an emergency fund. For me, it doesn't matter what the price is, whether it's 0.009 cents. Let's say it's a penny. If it's a penny or a half a penny, it does not matter to me. I buy whenever I have money. So that being said, I'm in this for the long haul. Why am I in this for the long haul? Because you have the Veveverse. In the source code, they've had stuff for Marvel and Captain America. I think Spider-Man. I think from Kaval Anderson. He's great. He puts out like 4 or 5 videos a day. He's a monster on the Veve and OMI, and very speculative, but rightfully so. And this video is going to get very speculative as well. If you have a Veveverse, like I remember when Super Smash Brothers first came out, it was like 1999, I believe. It was like me and you and you and me. That commercial where you had these people in these giant Mario suits, Donkey Kong suits, hitting each other over the head with a hammer. Yoshi getting tossed and I was like, oh my God, all of these characters, my favorite characters, all in one place. Star Fox. Mind was blown. And you already have that in Veve. You got Batman, you got Superman, you got the Joker, you got Harley Quinn. That is some of DC's biggest names, their most iconic names. Harley Quinn was only created like 25 years ago or something like that. Only a quarter century old. Everyone else is almost 90 years old, give or take. And it's something where you already have the makings of that, but not just that, not just the DC universe. Like, yeah, in Super Smash Brothers, it's all Nintendo, so it kind of makes sense. But here, you're going to have people from Adventure Time. You're going to have people from Cartoon Network, possibly the NFL, because that Star Trek and Powerpuff Girls. all of these people in the Veveverse, well, what can happen? Will you be able to fight? Like Street Fighter, will you be able to fight these guys? And I think you will. I think you're going to be able to take something and say, like, you're going to have your record shown. Not only just your NFT will be shown, but the record, like, oh, beat this many people, lost to these people. But that, and that could probably be something, if you lose a lot, like, okay, embarrassed to show. I'm not gonna show that. But that could be something to show as well. And again, if anyone's read that article from Epic Games about a week ago now, where they raised $1 billion to make a virtual reality multiverse. Now, what that means is that the virtual reality multiverse is you're going to have all of these virtual realities like Earth 2, like Decentraland, like the Veveverse. They're all going to stand on their own, and they're all going to have their own thing. But there's going to be a major conglomerate where they can all interact with each other. That would be amazing. And not only that, the amount of tokens that are being burned right now, there's 3 billion tokens that are burned, and there's only 24,000 users. There's 60,000 users, but 24,000 people that are always actively using. Like some people like me, I have an account, but I haven't bought anything yet. I really want some of those Harley Quinn things, but a lot of, like, 1 million coins were burned yesterday, and like, okay, well, why is this happening? Well, they didn't release anything, they didn't drop anything. I think all the DeLoreans are sold out, even though like nobody wanted those. But it's because of the marketplace. People are buying Batman, people are buying Robin, people are buying all of these different NFTs on the marketplace, and that's how these coins are being burned. So when nothing is happening from the app, you still have that secondary market where people are buying and selling. And I had thought originally that, okay, well, we're going to get a bunch of, every couple of weeks or so, that things are going to drop, because I think they're still in the beta phase. They might have gotten out of the beta phase, soft launch now anyway. But things are and people are going to spend money on those days. They're going to have a couple millions of dollars worth of things, and that's it. But now, clearly, because of the secondary marketplace, where only 25,000 people I think are in, you have that going on all the time, every single day. It's like eBay, like there are sales constantly. And actually, I might make a segment where I go over the sales data. This Batman sold for this Joker sold for this, this DeLorean sold for this, because I don't see anyone doing that yet. This is so young, and this just to track the sales of everything. So I might do that. If anyone else wants to do that, please, by all means. And again, we're only doing this with a handful of users. If we have 100,000 active users, which is nothing, that quadruples. So you're going to have all of these other coins being burned, and that means the Veve app is going to go to the market and buy OMI that much sooner. And when they do that, again, I'm in this for the long haul. When they do that the first time, I'm not selling the first time. I'm going to let all the shakers, they're shake out. I'm going to take everyone that wants to flip, and I'm going to buy it here, and I'm just going to sell it the first time. Okay, you want to 10x your money, that's fine. And that is nothing to be ashamed about. In standard classical investing, if you're making over 12% a year, you're like a god. You're because that's what the market does. The market usually goes between 9 and 11% a year on average, increase. That's why people buy the VOO, the SPY. That's why people buy things that track the S&P 500. I would never do that, because I've made a lot in the stock market, whether it's Tesla, whether it's Square, Illumina, Lemonade. Yeah, I made a lot. I only have Tesla now. I don't trade. I don't do anything. That's there. I'm on to other stuff. I go, and most of everything is, I only invest in 3 things right now. It's Bitcoin, it is Earth 2, and OMI, that coin. And yes, it will. I think it's going to be 10 cents per coin by next year. I'm not sure when. It's going to be contingent on how much they drop. What again, they said they have a 12 out of 10 licensing announcement that they're going to announce, and then that's going to be announced. It's going to really be when this coin is listed on like Binance or Coinbase. That's going to be huge for it. It's going to open it up to a lot more people. Like, oh, what is this coin? And then they're going to see what the coin is, and they're going to find one of my videos or somebody else or Kaval Anderson's, and I'm like, oh, so it's a coin for collectibles, and it's collectibles that everybody loves, that we all grew up with. And what happens with nostalgia, it takes you to a time when maybe things weren't so bad for you. Maybe things were not this, maybe not like it is now, where you kind of run the rat race, you're at work. But as we get older, again, a lot of people that are investing in this right now are my age, late 20s, early 30s, that have a decent amount of capital. Some people even older that are doing it for their kids, but we're not hitting peak income. The peak income that you're making is when you're usually in your 40s. That's when you're usually making the most amount of money. You've been in your career for 20 years, and that's when you peak. We are nowhere near close to that yet. And I don't see any boomers getting into this. Maybe Gary Vee's not a boomer, but I don't see anyone in their 50s. There's maybe, I can count on one or maybe two hands the number of people that are over 50 that are into Pokemon, at least in the high end, like I was or am. And there's just not a lot. It's all, and that's why I'm so bullish on Pokemon cards. That's why I'm so bullish on, stuff like Lugia. Like, this is the Charizard of the second generation, and if the Veve app gets Pokemon licensing, that is the number one highest grossing media franchise of all time. If they get that, it is over. But outside of that, again, when they get listed on Binance, people are gonna not only look into the coin, but they're gonna look into the collectibles, and they're gonna want to get some. As they get some, more coins are being burned, more everything is being, more gems are bought, more tokens are being burned, the more they have to buy from the marketplace. And not only that, but this is just the beginning. We're still in like the phase 1. Phase 2 is when they're listed on Binance, when they're fully done. The app no longer needs to go down for maintenance. And then phase 3, I think when this reaches mass adoption, because I don't see them advertised anywhere. If they are, they are, but I didn't see that. I got this specifically because of a tweet from this guy Shane that runs the Earth 2 domain. And I was like, okay, well, GoChain. Oh, what's most thing on GoChain? It's OMI. And then I started, that's how I get it. I didn't see this advertised on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. But yeah, now I search it out on Reddit. I search it out on Twitter, and following everyone, trying to keep up to date with the news and keep you guys informed as best as you can. But I think this goes to $1. Not right away. Again, next year I think it could hit, maybe the end of this year could hit 10 cents, which is about 18x of where we are now, 17x of where we are now. But $1 by 2025, I don't think is out of the question, because you're going to have mass adoption with this. And the NFTs, like, if someone wants to say like, oh, well, NFTs, if you're using Ethereum, it usually costs a lot of money, and Bitcoin's always not environmentally friendly. This is like one of the most environmentally friendly things. Like GoChain and OMI, like, they are known for costing pennies, so you don't have to spend a lot of money to make the NFT, and they're environmentally friendly, so they are actively worried about that. Like, I don't think anyone can say anything bad about it. And unlike other stuff where some things that are speculative, like any type of virtual reality where you're buying virtual land, some people are like, oh, is it a scam? Is this? But I don't see anyone saying that about this. Even like with Pi, that cryptocurrency you could mine on your phone, people are like, oh, I think it's a scam. They're not asking you to do anything. They're not asking you to invest. Like this, I don't hear anyone saying that Veve is a scam, even though like they're requiring you to give money and for gems and everything. But you're getting NFTs for them, so it's good. It doesn't have that negativity. It doesn't have any of the haters, or at least yet it doesn't. And if they are haters, I don't see them. I haven't, and I have so many haters from one just retiring at 30. I have so many haters from just people saying like, oh, well, you probably got money from your parents. I got doo-doo from my parents. I was adopted. I was born in a third world country. I was born in Peru, in a building that had no roof. So, saying that's where I come. But I see this going to $1 by 2025, and especially when you have mass adoption of the coin and you have the company Veve going to the marketplace and buying it. If they can't get it anywhere, people like me are saying like, nope, I am keeping this forever. It will create a squeeze, and it goes to the moon. So again, that's not right away. That's years down the line. But yeah, I see this going to $1 before 2025. I think in the next 3 to 5 years that's what we have, and you're more than at that point. If this goes to 10 cents, you're already, so this is like 100xing and change. Like if this goes to 10 cents, you're 18xing, and then if it goes to $1, you're 10xing on top of that, so 180x, which is which is bananas. This is, and that I think it can be just the beginning. That's short term. That is midterm, because I'm not selling my Tesla until 2030. I have a bunch of philanthropic goals. Okay, so buy land, and that's a whole other thing. But most of what I'm doing, what I'm making, is for charities, for animals, and I can't tell, but I'm wearing cat pants, taco pants. Anyway, that made me lose a little credibility. Anyway, guys, that's what I think is going on. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. That's my predictions on where it'll go. I buy whenever I can. Not selling. I'm not. Someone could say, like, hey, I'll give you twice amount what you paid right now. The only reason I would do that is just so I could buy more. I'm not. But I'm not going to sell it and then never buy again. So anyway, guys, I love you. Comment, like, and subscribe. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. All right, I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.